Hey, hey, hey. All right, all right, all right, all right. We're getting ready to go live. We're getting ready to go live. How you guys doing today? How you guys doing? We're about to get started. My guest speaker is getting ready to come on. I'm trying to figure out why this not streaming on where I needed to stream on Facebook. See, Facebook always be doing stuff, okay? You guys ready to hear about what's getting ready to go down? Here we go. Okay, because I'm like, what is going on? It should have already been on Facebook, right? So tonight I'm going to be talking to you guys about pay stubs to paychecks, okay? And I have an amazing guest speaker that's going to be here with me tonight. So who currently has a business? Who currently has a business? Who currently has a business? I need to take that title off. That was last week thing. That was last week's. Okay, Facebook. That was last week. If you don't have if you don't get a chance, please make sure to share this out with 5 people. Please share this out with 5 people. We're really gonna be putting it down tonight. I'm gonna make sure I got my charger because I don't need. You have a cleaning business. Okay, fantastic. Make sure that my phone is charging. I don't need my phone to be going out. Okay. I don't need my phone to be going out. I don't need Instagram to be going out. All right. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So I'm just waiting on my guest speaker at this moment in time. All right, where you at? Where you at? Okay, so we're also on YouTube. So just so you guys know what we're streaming tonight, we're streaming on Facebook, we're streaming on Instagram, and we're streaming on YouTube. And it's the same handle, Tamara Allen. It's the same handle, my name, Tamara Allen. I'm super duper dope excited to be here with you guys tonight. I'm going to be discussing with you guys payroll, pay stubs, to paycheck. Same handle. And I got a guest speaker that's going to be with me tonight. Okay. A guest speaker that's going to be with me tonight. Why? Because we want to make sure that you guys getting all the juice. Okay. Getting all the juice. I'm just waiting for him to come on in on he's coming in on Instagram, but I'm waiting for him to come out on Facebook. I'm going to make sure all the Facebook groups got it. Hey, Rory, how are you?
Doing well, doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So I'm trying to figure out what's up with the Facebook, what's up with the link, so you can get on that one. Okay. So we can share this information with the group. Okay. They need to know what's going on. All right. I'm excited. Okay. Say it again.
Appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely. Without a doubt. This is important for people who have businesses, and they need to understand and know what it is that they can do and how they can get their money straight by being able to pay themselves through ADP. And where the problem literally lies is people don't understand that even when you have a business, you need to pay yourself. So before we get started, let's go ahead and make sure that we share this out with 5 people. If you're trying to get funding for your business and you're wanting to make sure that you are operating the right way, this is the live that you guys need to be on tonight. I got my boy Rory here with me, Glanton. I'm super excited to have him here with me. And why? Because we're going to show you guys how to get to the doggone bag. He's going to talk to you guys about how you need to set up with ADP. And then I'm going to talk to you how you're going to be able to liquidate that and literally get the type of funding up to $150,000. So let me ask real quick, does anybody need $150,000 in their business? Drop a 1 in the chat if you need $150,000 in your business. Okay, so where are you? Did you click the link for Facebook?
No, I didn't. Do I need to do that on my computer?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Because this one we're on Instagram. All right, so super duper quick. Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. If you need $150,000, drop a one inside of the chat. Drop a one inside the chat. Because I don't know about you, but I can use all the ducats, okay? Drop a one in the chat. If you have a business, drop a two inside of the chat. Drop a two inside of the chat if you currently have a business, okay? If you currently have a business, drop a two inside of the chat, okay?
Can you email me that link so I can pull up my computer?
Hold on one second. Okay, guys. Give us 1 second, everybody. 1 second. Because we got the goods. We got the magic. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, you should have it now. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay. We got the goods. All right. Okay. All right. So you got it?
I don't have it yet. I'm waiting on it to come in.
Okay. Man, it's much faster than that normally. Guys, so hold on. Sit tight for a second.
That's on me, guys. I know I need to have it on my other computer.
Hold on for me, guys. Okay. So, again, real quick, who has a business? Who has a business? Who has a business? Yeah, you should have it now because it actually went out.
Yeah, I got it.
Who has a business? Okay. And in your business, are you paying yourself with a paycheck from your business? Are you paying yourself in a paycheck in your business? Are you paying yourself as a business? Okay. Because if you're not, you need to be. You need to be. On some real talk, you need to be paying yourself as a business. And we're going to talk to you guys about that tonight. And you have an opportunity to do that literally through ADP. But the question is your business established the right way? Hold on 1 second, I think. There we go. Oh Lord, I don't know if that.
I got to figure out how to cut my volume off on this.
Oh Lord.
All right, now it should be good.
Okay.
Can you hear me through this?
Yes. Yeah, we can hear it. Yeah, because what happened was, let me see. Okay, say something.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Perfect.
Okay. All right, everybody. Super duper excited to be here tonight, here with one of my favorite people on the planet, Mr. Warren Glanton, who is one of the top members of ADP. Okay. And the thing about it is, okay, so she said, yes, I pay myself with a pair check. With a pair check? Where you heard of that? Pair check?
I never heard of that one.
Okay, pair check. What's that? What's a pair check? PAIR check. Okay. Okay. What's a pair check? What's a pair check? Okay.
Right. We'll get it right. Don't worry about it.
Okay. And I just need to know so I know what our competitor is. Okay. What's a pair check? You mean your check? Okay. So I'm just making sure because I don't want you to be mad at me because I'm just trying to make sure that I understand. Okay. All right. So guys, tonight is all about, I come on once a week and I try to give you guys and drop you guys some nuggets and give you guys the play. Okay. And this is how we're able to do what we need to do with our business, but it also gives us a paycheck. All right. So what happens is one of the crazy things about having a business is that you don't pay yourself. That's one. Most people don't pay themselves. That's one. Or two, when they are trying to literally have a business and they're going out to apply for things credit wise, they don't have pay stubs. So what happens when you don't have pay stubs? Then they want to see all of your documents, your bank statements. They want to get all up in your personal business, this, that, and the other. Well, this is an excellent alternative to having to give all of that information and to be able to have you pay yourself through ADP. Now, does everybody know who ADP is? Does everybody know who ADP is? Okay. Does everybody know who ADP is? ADP is a payroll system company. Okay. They're a payroll company that's literally online. I mean, well, it's not necessarily online, but it is online. All right. And what I love about it is they have direct deposits. And you, as a business owner, has an opportunity, okay, literally has an opportunity to be able to pay yourself as an employee of your company. So if your company is making $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 annually, and you don't want people knowing what your bank statements are, and you paying yourself through your company, you can pay yourself through a pay stub. You are now able to have an account with ADP payroll systems, and you can pay yourself that way. So I want to bring up Worry first, and then I'm going to come back on. Mr. Worry, can you go ahead and break down the benefits of having ADP?
Okay. Thank you for having me on your day. Really appreciate it, and can't wait to share some of the stuff we have. Some of you guys, sorry, my voice is a little off. The weather's been messing me up a little bit, so might crack a couple times. But cool thing about ADP and why it's so beneficial and why I work with Dr. T is it makes your life easier as a business owner. The biggest thing is, which Dr. T hit on the head, was proof of income. We all know when you want to go buy a house, when you want to go get a car, you want to go get a loan, the first thing they want to see is, hey, can I see your last 3 months of pay stubs? Hey, can I see your last month's pay stub? You want to get a car? Hey, can I see your last 2 most recent pay stubs? So having that proof of income is the biggest thing. And we all know a lot of times as business owners, we always think, hey, I work, I make my money, I want to put it back in my business. Let's build my business back, put my money back in my business. But we all know that, putting it back in the business is awesome. And you can do that, but it's also good to have a paper trail. Mm-hmm. And that's where ADP comes in, is helping with the paper trail. So being able to say and show what you're making or what you're doing, you're able to prove it on paper. Because we all know, I work with bankers every day. We all know that they send people to me every single day because there's people with $100,000 in a bank account. There's people with $20,000. There's people with $1,000 in a bank account. And they go to the bank and say, hey, Mr. Banker, can I have a credit card? Or, hey, can I get this loan? And when the banker looks at it, he has to check it. Everyone has a job to do. So when the banker looks at their account, looks at everything, it's like, hey, can I see your pay stubs? Can I see proof of this money that you say you're making? Well, if you can't show proof of that, why would the banker, whose name is going to be tied to that, that credit application or that loan or that credit card, why would he take a risk and give you that information or give you that money? There would be no reason for him to do that because he has no proof that you're actually making that. So it's a great way, for yourself to have the proof of income. That's the biggest thing. The second thing is organization. So not only are you going to have, your pay stubs, legitimate pay stubs, because we all know, how it goes. We all know somebody who can go and make you pay stubs all the time. But, hey, it's 2023. People are able to find the fake pay stubs and they can get rid of, they're able to sneak through them. So I've had people come back to me, that I tried to work with at the beginning. They're like, hey, actually, this is awesome, but, my cousin makes fake pay stubs. Hey, no problem. No sweat off my back, But they always end up coming back because, hey, I took it to the Dodge dealership. And for whatever reason, they ran them. They could tell they were fake. So that's another thing, just with having the legitimize your business. And like I said, the pay stubs, helping legitimize your business, keeping track of everything. ADP, everything you do is being reported to the IRS. And we know we don't love IRS because, we don't want to pay all the money in taxes. But it's good to show something rather than nothing for your business. So that's another big thing right there, is just being able to, the proof of income, tracking everything, keeping an order of it, and legitimizing the business. And when I say legitimizing the business, that means legitimate pay stubs. If you decide to be a W-2 employee for your business, you'll have employee coming out your account every time you process payroll.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me chime in on that, Mr. Rory, because this is super duper important for people to understand. Folks in our community, let's just be honest. We're always trying to go around if we can. We never want to pay the taxes. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. You, in some ways, want to pay some taxes because it shows that your business is making money. Okay, that's one. All right. Two, you want to be paying yourself with a payroll, just like he said, because it's going to keep the paperwork in order. Isn't that amazing? It's going to keep you in order, okay? And that's what we want. Especially, look, we've helped people get 200,000, 300,000. We were just at the bank with somebody on Friday, Rory, literally on Friday, getting people funding. And guess what? They had their paperwork in order. That's the reason why they pay themselves through ADP because of Worry, because he helped us. I mean, he helped set one of our clients up so they can pay themselves. And because the bank asked, do you have any pay stubs? And had we not had that, had she not had that, it would have been very difficult, or she would have got a minimum amount of funding. Now, mind you, she's already received over $60,000 in funding as of today, but she's getting more funding because we have everything in order. So we had a couple of people inside of the chat that was stating that they had businesses. And one person just said ADP is the best, because it is. So what exactly do they receive with the ADP? I mean, what exactly are they going to receive? This is what's amazing.
Yeah, so, the first thing I would say, and what I think is the most important thing about ADP is, the white glove service. So you guys see me talking to you right now. It's not where, one of those companies where, hey, Rory's telling you ADP and you go talk to Samuel or whoever, down the road. You work directly with me. We have the direct one-to-one, relationship that we have. They can be as your point guard. So some stuff, when you come on with ADP, I'd help you get set up. Some things I can't handle myself. Because there's ADP is a big company, we're a team. So, I can dish you to the right spots, always ultimately get you in the right direction of who can help you. Another thing is, and which I think is one of the coolest things that we just started doing, was the fact that ADP partners with Plastique. So I don't know if you guys have heard of Plastique, but this right here is a game changer, and why a lot of people, have been able to, why a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs have been able to come over to ADP and been using ADP services. So what Plastique is a platform that allows you to pay yourself using your business credit card. So when Dr. T goes out, get you that 0% interest business credit card, you can go and liquidate it through ADP by paying yourself.
Correct.
So we all know we want to get $100,000 worth of funding, or just say 50,000. Let's be, modest, or 20, whatever your, kind of your range. It's a lot easier for you to get that using a credit card. We all know how much harder it is to get, go to the bank and get and Dr. T, you do this every day. So, you tell me if I'm wrong, but this is just from my experience from talking to clients. It's a lot harder to be able to go to Wells Fargo or go to PNC and say, hey, can I have a $100,000 loan? It's going to, it can happen. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot harder for the common people like us every single day. So what it is, but it's a lot easier to go and say, hey, Lowe's, let me get a $20,000 card, Sam's Club or, Visa or MasterCard, wherever, you get 4 credit cards, now you got $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
So he came up with this solution, and we partnered with Plastique, where you can pay yourself use your credit card by linking it to your ADP payroll account. You're able to liquidate that same money that back in the day. Tell me if you're wrong, but I heard from people when you go liquidate those credit cards, how do you used to liquidate them? Buying gift cards.
Exactly. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Yes, that was a mess. Liquidating them on gift cards. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So now ADP has a solution where hey, there's no more running around having to go to Walgreens, going to Walmart, trying to buy different credit cards. I mean, not credit cards, but gift cards, things like that. No, you can go hook it up to your payroll account, to ADP, through ADP, pay yourself. Now you pay yourself that lump sum. So hey, you paid yourself $2,000 this week. Now you have a pay stub showing $2,000. You have a $20,000 card. Say you break that down into 10 weeks. Yes, you liquidated that $20,000 from your card, but also on the flip side, now you're showing proof of income, which 10 weeks is probably about 2.5 months. Now you have 2.5 months worth of pay stub showing. He's making a consistent pattern, not just hey, he liquidated $20,000 or he has $20,000 one time, because that's inconsistent. I'm not a funder. I don't know exactly, but I'm sure inconsistency is not what they're looking for.
Correct.
They're looking for just a one time, a big blow right there. No, they want to see a pattern so they can say, hey, every week he's generating this income. So now it makes sense for me to give the money so he can loan it back. But that's another cool function that ADP has that not a lot of the other payroll companies. Me personally, I haven't heard of another payroll company that partners with Plastique that's been able to, do that. So that's a big thing, is liquidating funds, because we all know we're in business. We got to use other people's money to make money. You got to spend money to make money, and part of that is using credit. And we're all working to build our credit up, so we can ultimately go out to the bank and get that $100,000 cash loan. But hey, Rome wasn't built in a day. You have to start somewhere. And if it's, hey, we got a nickel and dime using our credit cards to get there, ADP is a great way for you to help get through there.
Absolutely. So he said a mouthful, guys, because it was something that I need you guys to understand. So if you're an individual, like he said, that stated that they're partnered with Plastique. So if you've ever tried to liquidate your credit cards to show that there's money going into your personal account, but also money going into your business account, this is a way to do it. Or if you want to bill a client. So like we personally, for example, we give trade lines to people who are a part of our program, meaning I become their creditor. I am their trade line. Okay. I am their actual trade line. So here it is. I can invoice them. Okay. And what does that do? Just like you can invoice and pay yourself through ADP. And on top of that, when you're doing that with your cards, you're literally with your credit cards. It could be Amex, it can be, Chase Inc., some of these other business cards, Truist, Key Bank, all of these amazing banks that give you great high limits on credit cards. You have an opportunity to liquidate those cards. And then literally, as soon as you pay it off, guess what? They're going to end up increasing, because you can ask for an increase on your credit cards every 91 days based on that particular bank. So if you're using it and paying it right off, then you're showing that there's income, okay? Income literally coming into you from ADP, then that becomes a double whammy win-win situation. And then when tax time comes around, one, you're showing that you paid yourself. Two, you're sitting up here being able to get increases on your credit cards, and you're able to receive more funding. I kid you not. My people are doing this right now. Am I right or wrong, Worry? Because we did this, January?
And the funny thing you say that is, how you mentioned, how someone that we actually helped was able to go and see your funding was, because we did this, I think we talked around, we did this around December, end of December to early January.
Right. It was December. December. I'm sorry.
We're gonna go on a funding trip. You're talking about your funding trip, going to help people secure funding. It's like, hey, this is an integral part of the process, getting that proof of income. You don't want people, scavenging through your bank statements, looking at every purchase you made, or
correct,
how much is coming out. You don't want to see that. Like, that's not something you want people to see. So, what you want to do is make sure that you have that proof of income through ADP. It's another way. Obviously, we all know there's more than one way to get to Walmart. But hey, walk through the front door is a lot easier. At least I think so.
Okay. And that's some real fact right there. That's some real talk right there. So I want to see if anybody has any questions inside of the audience real quick. I'm going to drop this link for it. Hold on one second. If you guys are wanting to get ADP for your service, because I kid you not, it is one of the best things on the planet. I'm so grateful. My partners and I, my sons and I, we're so grateful that we have ADP. It has been a blessing for us. It has been absolutely amazing. And the really cool part is Rory takes good care of us. He made sure that we were completely trained down. And it only took, 15 minutes? It didn't even take that long to learn.
It takes 15 minutes, but it doesn't even take 15 minutes. But the real thing is, the thing that when people that work with, work with me or work with Dr. Cheek, we're going to take good care of you. Like, it's not just like, hey, you help me get this going. Obviously it's not we work with a lot of other people, but we're one call away. That's the big thing is, if you have a problem, give me a shout. If it's something with ADP, give me a shout. We can have a conversation and help you, solve the issue. But with Dr. Cheek sitting there on link, hey, if you have a business, you're thinking about having a business, fill out the link. One thing, regardless if you need ADP right now, if you're interested right now, or hey, you're ready to sign tomorrow morning, just still fill out the link, because you never know. It's always good, and I always encourage people to, always have a conversation. It's always good to know stuff, because today you might not need it, but this is what happens every single time I do one of these calls with someone who's like, hey, you go to the call, someone, wants to know more information, give them the information. 2 weeks later, they come back and say, hey, can you help me? Hey, I needed pay stubs from 4 weeks ago. I need Paystub before we're trying to buy this car so I can Turo. It's a really good deal.
Yes.
Sometimes I can help you. But sometimes, we're right near the end of a quarter where it's like, hey, can't really go back too far.
That's right.
So that's what's always good for a lot of people. Hey, if you're in business, it takes money to make money. ADP is a small fee, but you guys will get a discount coming from Dr. T, just so you guys know. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay. A little groggy today, but you guys will get a discount coming from Dr. T. But it's just a great thing to have for your business. The payroll expenses are a business expense, so you can write it off at the end of the year, when you're doing your taxes. And then another thing is, some people are like, I know what throws off a lot of people. I'll just say it out here, but the elephant in the room is the taxes. Everyone's like, hey, I don't want to pay taxes. I don't want to give Uncle Sam any money. I want to keep showing zero and tell me I'm wrong, Dr. T. And the only reason I know this, because I've been in this industry for a little while, and I hear from people saying, hey, I was trying to get a house, but, I'm an entrepreneur. I was trying to get a house, but I couldn't get anything because, I wrote off too much stuff on my taxes. Didn't pay any taxes. And then, it's like, well, it looks like your business is like, yeah, your business is you're operating at a zero, and you're getting money back, and that's cool all the time. But, on the flip side, and I'm not an expert by any means on that. I'm just speaking from what I heard from a client of mine is like, hey, I'm operating a zero and I'm not paying any tax. And they're like, hey, we can't approve you for a loan. So this is a great way to, allow to do yourself. So you're ultimately the controller of your business. You're the owner of your business and operator. You have a really cool share where you can pay yourself as an employee of your business. Not a lot of people have the option. Another, function besides the pay stubs, beside the organization, the other thing that's really important that I think personally is, why did we get in business? Dr. T, if you ask me, I haven't prepped you for this or anything, but why did you get into business?
I'm glad you asked me that, because that right there. Did you see the link come through? Did you see the link?
Yes, ma'am.
For some reason, I didn't see the link to come through for those who want it, because it's free to sign up. Okay. It's free to have ADP. And I did not know that. That's what's so crazy. And so the reason why I want to do it is because, again, I was tired of sitting up here, and so were my partners, my sons. Hey, you're getting ready to go buy a car. If you're doing it not under your business, and we will talk about putting a car under your business later, for those who want to put a car under their business. But let's just say you're doing this personally, okay? Let's just say you're doing this personally, all right? If you're going to need pay stubs, and when you are a business owner, when you're a business, or if they're trying to buy a house, or whatever the case may be, like Rory said, they're digging so deep into your personal information. It is crazy. Okay. They want to see 3 months to 6 months, sometimes a year, when you're trying to buy a house, in bank statements. They sometimes want to see, and so if please don't be commingling. Okay. So if you got a business account and you got all this money coming through, but you're not showing that you're paying yourself through that business, and then you're trying to sign up for stuff, it honestly creates a problem. He literally just gave an example. So for us, I just wanted to show stubs. My sons just said, Mom, I want to have a stub. On top of that, we get to take advantage of some of the benefits that ADP has. There's 401k on there. There's all kinds, insurance that you can get through. There's all kinds of benefits. But what I like is being able to go and click that button, bloop, and that money is in there the next day. Okay. Sometimes it's there at night based on what time you do it. Okay. So I have to say that, but it has been an amazing experience working with Rory, because he's so detail oriented, but it only took 15 minutes to set up. And every other week I don't even think it's 5 seconds. It's hitting that button and boom. That's it.
And another thing too is, we know a lot of people like their phones, so we actually have an app you can run payroll off of too. So if you're on the go, you can go pull your portal. If you're on vacation, need to liquidate some of your card, you can go right through your app, run a paycheck for the next day. So it's really cool.
I'm sorry, wait a minute. You said that too dang on fast. You can do what again? Say it again, Rory. You can do what from your phone?
Go on your phone. If it's during business days. So if it's like Thursday, as long as you do it before 5 p.m. Eastern time, that check will be delivered. So say you were on vacation, might be out there in Vegas on vacation, you got the business card, you're like, hey, business is moving good. I need to take a little bit out and put on the blackjack table. You know, take you out a couple K, pay yourself, and then go win it back and put it back in the car.
That's what I'm talking about. It's so crazy because no one ever thought that they could have the service of ADP, right? I would have never thought that prior to having, meeting Mr. Ward. I would have never thought that we could use this type of service. Okay. So to be able to have it, and and what everybody thinks is you have to be a big company to have ADP to pay yourself. You can be a small business owner. It could just be you. Am I right or wrong, Mr.? It could just be one person.
So, most people we work with is small business owners. So there's actually a crazy stat that's out right now. Like ever since COVID happened, there's been abundant, emergence of a lot of new business owners since COVID, because everyone realized, hey, they were sitting at home for 6 months and they're like, man, what can I do to make money? The job stopped paying you. There was nothing to go out there. You couldn't go out and spend your money at the club or go out to eat or do anything like that. It was, hey, let me sit at home, figure out what I want to do. So now we're in a crazy spot where, we have that business, everyone has that business now, and we're monetizing. It's like, okay, how do we take it to the next level? How do we take it to the next level? And now ADP is able to help you do that. So just to give you some demographics on a lot of people I work with. So, most of, obviously we can work through one employee to, you name it. ADP is, we've been around for a very long time. 1 in 5 Americans are paid by ADP.
Wow.
Yeah, so 1 in 5 Americans. So this is the, you would call the big dogs of the payroll, where, our letters hold weight. Everyone's seen that paycheck. That's just 3 numbers on it. But, to say that, most of the people that, that we work with are kind of owner-operators. So, people might be like, hey, I work at, just for example, like, hey, I work at Amazon, but I have a business on the side. Is ADP a good solution for me? I would say, yes, it's an awesome solution, because, we're where you, of course, right now you're working at Amazon. Obviously, it could be just, I used Amazon, just the first thing came to mind. But, you could be working another job and have a, cupcake business on the side. And you're like, hey, is ADP a good solution for me? And I would say, yes, it is. Because why? Right now, and one thing I truly believe, and it's something I've taught young age, is like, hey, you don't prepare for tomorrow when tomorrow gets here. You prepare for tomorrow, you start that way before tomorrow gets there. So imagine, your business right now, and one thing we saw during COVID is, and one thing I know you guys know, you work with a lot of businesses, hey, businesses blow up overnight.
Correct.
That are literally, we're doing they weren't doing near as much. It just went, 20x overnight because something, social media is crazy, whatever. So you want to be prepared to take on that overload. And that overload might be, hey, I might need some more, funding. I might need this. But if you're not doing the right stuff and setting your business up correctly, when that time comes, you're not going to be prepared. You're not going to have the right documentation. You're not going to have the right paperwork to go into the bank and say, hey, Mr. Banker, hey, my business blew up. I make cupcakes at my house right now, but I just got an order for, 7,000 cupcakes because Walmart wanted me to do cakes. And this happens every single day. There's a, caterer person that works at home that's been cooking out their kitchen, and somebody, whatever reason, they get to a big space and, boom, they have 18,000 people they need to cook for. You can't do that in your house. You got to go rent a commercial space.
That's right.
You gotta go leave space. And if you don't have your documentation correctly, you're going to fail. It's like, hey, man, God sent that blessing. I'm not able to capitalize on that. So it's always important to make sure you're setting yourself up for success. And that's ultimately what we want to do. We're just part of the circle. What I do and what Dr. T does, we all move the same circle. I'm just a stepping stone. ADP is a stepping stone to get you to where you want to be.
I'm so grateful for you saying that, because it really is about helping small businesses and helping the community. And we are always, in a sense, one step behind because we may not have the proper information or we don't know where to go. And so to be able to do this, and believe it or not, I mean, it has just, my sons, my partners, they're like, I just like receiving that stuff. I mean, it's crazy. It's like, I just like receiving that pay stub because it gives them proof. Not that they need to prove, because they can do whatever they want. But the whole point of it is it stops a whole lot of mess going down when you're trying to apply okay, for anything, because they want to see all of your information. But one of the great things that I love about this is it's for small businesses now. And it's not just for big companies. And everybody is going to be able to have their paperwork in order because they now are paying themselves through ADP. And as a business owner who's been self-employed for so long, who's been in business for myself for literally 30 years, I have worked for myself. And not all the time did I write myself a paycheck. It actually felt good to write myself a paycheck from the company, from our company. And I wish I actually had that service before. So, guys, we told you on the personal side why I love it. But on the business side, when it comes to funding, let's step a little bit outside of that. I want to just expound on this a little bit because he made a very valid point earlier. One of the things that you can do is liquidate your credit cards through ADP from a platform called Paystub2. With Paystub2, it will allow you to invoice and pay it, and you're able to do that with ADP. So if you're a person who loves getting your points through your credit cards, this is an amazing way to do it. I'm just, am I right or wrong? And you're paying yourself every 2 weeks, you racking up them points. And it's not going to raise any flags because it's something that you're doing on a regular basis. Plus, you should be paying everything through your credit cards anyway and not through a debit card. If you're paying things through a debit card, we need to have some serious conversations, like on some real talk. You're not, seriously, if something goes wrong and you lose it, with a debit card, please understand that they don't always give you your money back. But if you're using a credit card, you get your money back 100% of every time. So this is an excellent opportunity. You can win free hotels, through points. You can, through reward points. You can get free airfare. People are cashing in on. I know somebody that literally has over 400,000 in reward points. I think it's like $40,000 or something like that. Yeah. But the cash value of his reward points is $40,000. So can you imagine? That's somebody's salary. Okay, that's somebody's salary. So guys, we have dropped the link for you guys. For those who want to take their business to the next level, please click the link. This is an amazing, amazing time for you to be able to legitimize your business, get $150,000 in funding. I'm going to be able to help you with that. Warrior's going to set you up for free. It's free to sign up for ADP. I mean, where can you? I don't want to say it. You say it because they may not believe me. It's free.
So no cost to get ADP set up. Now there's a cost for the service when you process payroll, and it's we can go into it on a one-on-one basis once we call the link, but there is no setup fee for setting it up.
None.
So literally it's free 99. You can't beat it.
What I pay? What I pay? I don't even. What do I pay for doing my payroll? I think it's like $60 or something like that. Well, that's great accounting. I'm sorry, that's great accounting. That's part of my accounting process. So at the end of the year, I'm giving myself a W-2. I mean, I'm getting a W-2. Okay, at the end of the year, I'm not trying to figure out and calculate, dang, how much did I pay myself this year? Okay, there's no figuring or having to calculate. ADP is doing that for me. You literally see it on the platform because it's so easy. Everything is completely mapped out. And again, if you're looking to get other benefits, they have 401k, they have all kinds of things. So I really like that, being able to have that for a small business owner. So I want to say thank you to Mr. Wait a minute, does anybody have any questions? Because we got folks on Facebook, we got a couple of people on YouTube, and then of course you amazing people on Instagram. Does anybody have any questions that Rory can answer for you? Are there any questions? If not, make sure you click that link so you guys can acquire and be able to liquidate and get the funding that you need for your business. Okay. Make sure you click that link so you can get, because again, it's free to set it up, and it's anywhere from $40 to $80 a month, depending on how much how many people you have. I think that's what it was for me, because it was 3 of us. Okay. But it's not expensive at all to have yourself on the payroll with ADP, and your money literally is direct deposit. Or if it comes check, it's the check the next day. You forgot to say that.
Checks next day too. Yeah.
So if you don't want direct deposit, the check is the next day. If you put it in at before 5, I like to tell people before 2. Okay. But if you put your payroll in before 2 and you wanted it as a check, that check is at your house the very next day. So I got, Roy, you didn't even say that, because that right there.
Got to give them that game.
Okay, a couple of my people was
it's next day. You can't beat it as fast as you print it. We're printing it out and handing it to you at your doorstep. Keep your dog inside. Don't let him bite the mailman.
Okay. So guys, Mr. Worry, I want to say thank you so much for joining me tonight. I just wanted to give the community other ways that they have opportunities to receive the to literally put your business in the right place. And then so you can maximize and receive the funding. And Mr. Worry is going to take great care of you. So if you guys have any questions, of course, you can DM me, schedule a call. You can click the link and go ahead and start setting it up for free. And then it'll cost you anywhere from $40 to $80, depending on how many people you have. It could be a little bit more, but for us, it's only like 60 something and some change on a monthly basis. That helps with our bookkeeping. That's what's important for a small business owner. It's helping with our bookkeeping. So thank you so much, Roy, for joining us tonight. I guess I'll be talking to you tomorrow because I'm waiting on that text. Will you know who?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you, Worry. And we will see you guys next week with some more dropping gems. I think I'm going to go ahead and do another grant class. Okay. Because I got so many DMs about grants and trust. So I think I'm going to do that. So if you guys are ready, look out for that for next week. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you, Worry. All right, everybody. So guys, that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. So if you are needing to set up your business the right way, look, let me tell you something. I've been in business for myself for 30 years. Okay. And I can honestly tell you in them 30 years, I did not write myself a check. I was co-mingling and all this other stuff. Now that we have ADP set up, everything is completely separated. Okay. Everything is separated. And that's what you really, really want. But what I love is the fact that I'm able to liquidate them cards and get points. Are you understanding what I'm saying? That's free money. And to build up the business account and build up on a personal side too, so you can get more, so we can acquire more funding. To me, that is more important than anything on the planet. Because again, just Friday, and I haven't even had a chance to put the videos up. I have not. I've got to put the videos up. When we were in the bank with one of the clients, and we just got her some funding on Friday. On Friday, we got her funding. So we're getting folks money every other day. Okay. I'm getting ready to fund somebody today. He literally got $30,000, and I'm getting ready to go for $50,000 for him. Our goal is to get him $200,000. So if you're needing this for your business, this is an excellent opportunity for you to legitimize your business, maximize it to receive as much funding as possible, and then pay yourself through ADP. And in that way, they can't say one thing. Okay. And again, I used to have to make some pay stubs to show that I was paying myself. And I don't have time for that. Everything I do is above board. Who want to be making pay stubs? And they know that the pay stubs are fake. So why even put yourself in that position? Why would you put yourself in that position? So make sure to click the link so you can start paying yourself through ADP. Click the link in the chat, in the bio, on the screen, whatever you see, wherever you are, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Facebook, or whether you're on Instagram. Set yourself up with ADP because it's free for setup. If it's just you, it may cost you anywhere from $20, $30, $40 a monthly basis to pay yourself through ADP. That's going to be your accounting at the end of the year. To me, that's more important. Okay? The accounting aspect is more important. On some real talk, okay? Because you don't want the IRS coming after you because your books ain't right. All right? And you don't want to be commingling your money, your personal, with your business. Okay? All right, so that's my time for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I really honestly do, because being able to, if you truly know and understand the power of what it is to have this ADP to pay you in payroll, you will be jumping at this right now. So thank you so much for joining. I will see you guys next time. Have an amazing day.